John Oakes here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods in our Indiana, PA showroom, and we're going to show you our newest addition to our inventory today. This is a 1967 Pontiac Gto, the real deal here, 242 VIN code car. We're going to start like we always do underneath the rear end of the car here, work our way up through to the front before we can go ahead and get it down off the lift for you. So again, starting here at the back, we'll start right in the center here at the fuel tank. Nice big fuel tank, looks to be fairly new. You don't see any dents or dings. Again, all galvanized. You see the mounting hardware, the straps, the bolts tucked up in here at the back side here, all in good condition on this car. You can see frame rails too, just as plain as day here. Nice black painted the whole way up through the car, the floors, everything. All straight frame rails too. You can tell this car was really taken care of well. Dual exhaust the whole way back through, complete with tailpipes here. You see those exiting out the rear of the car here, right underneath the rear bumper. All nicely bent here, and got the exhaust clamps on where they should be and where they need to be. As far as the rear end goes, we have a 10-volt rear end in this car. This is an XH coated rear end, so this is a 355 posi unit. You can see it's got the factory suspension here, but we do have some newer Monroe Sensitive Track shocks here. And the springs up here you see, you got all new brake lines here run across the rear end from side to side. You also have this sway bar back here, and that's connected up to the lower control arms. Those are boxed in lower control arms on this car to give it a little more strength back here. We do have out here at the ends, mounted on the factory rally wheels here. These are BF Goodrich radial TA tires. Very good tire. All the tread here, these look to be pretty new. As a matter of fact, probably almost brand new on the back end of this car. And again, I said it's dual exhaust the whole way through. It does have a set of sonic turbo mufflers on it. And then it continues on up through with the pipe all the way up to your manifold, and it's got all the nice clamps on here down here for exhaust. Then we'll step it down from one size of tube to the next. So we'll go ahead now, move up to the center of the car. All right, underneath the center of our GTO here now, you can take a look at several things here. Frame rails, again, up in the center section of the car here, just as nice as can be, nice straight. They're not, dinged in or anything like that, and all painted up real nice for you. So again, nice straight frame rails both sides. The floors are just as nice as could be on this car. All solid, all one piece. You don't see any patching whatsoever on this car at all. The whole way back through, up in the tunnel here even, up in here too with the transmission. No patching or anything. Again, that exhaust, you can see they use those real nice clamps all the way through the exhaust, both sides. So they did a real nice job there with that. Again, you get to see a little better look here now at that rear sway bar and those lower control arms that are boxed in here. Again, just for a little added strength back here. As we walk up here towards the front now, transmission here. This is a turbo 400 transmission. You can see the transmission cross member here, excellent shape as well. All new bolts there, and the urethane bushing back here for the tail shaft. That's in good condition too. It's got all your brake lines run along that frame rail there, the driver's side frame rail. And this car has the e-brake cables all hooked up, so you got all the correct hardware, the J hooks for the frame, the cables, everything run all the way back to where they should be. So we'll go ahead now, get up underneath the front end of the car now. And finally now, underneath the front end of our 67 GTO here. Again, starting out here at the ends, working our way across. Again, the BF Goodrich radial TA tires mounted on those factory steel rally wheels. We've got, as far as our suspension goes, all the stock factory suspension components. So your stamped steel lower control arms. Now it does have tubular upper A-arms on it, so that's a nice touch up there. Your tie rods, got all the little dust boots on it, so all that's been taken care of. all your ball joints, the grease fittings, everything's been well taken care of and kept up nicely. You don't see grease hanging off of anything. Just real detailed out, real nice on the car. Ball joints are in good shape. This does have a front sway bar on it, so your sway bar end links, the bushings on those are all good. Bushings here mounted on the frame that hold the sway bar across the front. Those are in excellent shape, all new. You can see the brackets there for it. Those are all new. This car has disc brakes up front, and that is a power brake, power disc brakes up front. It's power steering as well. You can see the cross member here up front too. Again, in good shape. It's not bent up or dinged in, anything like that. So again, the car was well taken care of here. Now, other things we can see underneath here, we do see this is a Pontiac motor in this car. This is an XH code motor, which is a 68-400 block. Non-numbers matching that's in the car right now, but we do have the numbers matching engine for the car, and it is included. So with that, we're pretty much done underneath the car here. We'll go ahead and get her down off the lift. We can take you around the outside, show you the interior, and then get underneath the hood and show you the power plant. All right, we now have our 67 GTO down off the lift, and we have it outside here. We finally got some nice weather here in PA that we could do this now. So again, 67 GTO, a real GTO, real 242 VIN number car, and nice burgundy paint, just real subtle metal flake in the paint that you can see here. Again, nice smooth shiny paint finish here also. We've got the bright wheel lip moldings here, and we've also got the Pontiac rally wheels here as well. We've got BF Goodrich radial TA rubber wrapped around those wheels, and those are, let me just take a quick peek, see if those are 14s or 15s. I have it in the description. Those are 14-inch wheels, front and back. So again, it's in the description on the website. I just wanted to make sure up here. You've got the stainless clad trim here down around the bottom of that rocker panel and on the bottom of the door there. You've got the GTO 6.5 liter emblems down here at the bottom of the front fenders on top of that trim as well. You've got mirror here just on the driver's side, and I believe that is, nope, that's just a manual adjustable mirror there, so you do not have the remote little adjuster inside. The wing window, the trim around it in pretty good shape. The bright drip rail moldings here too, in good condition also. No dents or dings in any of that, and polished up pretty well there. You also got the trim up along the top of the door and the bottom here of your quarter window as well, in pretty good condition also. Door panels, you can see the fitment here, your door gaps here up front, and then your door gaps back here on the back, pretty uniform. And as far as elevation goes, the elevations is really good on that door. We'll go ahead and open her up, and we'll take a look on the inside here. First thing, we've got the little rubber bump stops both on the top and down below. The weather stripping here along the bottom of the door here, all in good shape. There's no cracks, no tears, no chunks out of that. It looks to be in really good condition. Door panels are real nice on the car. No tears or anything like that or fraying out. Again, seat covers, same thing. There's no tears, no frayed sections, nothing like that. They're in good shape. The dash, no cracks in that. I know a lot of times in those vinyl dashes you'll get that when the sun and the heat gets to them. This one is real nice though. Wood grain trim on the dash, wood grain trim on that factory automatic center console as well. You've got a factory Pontiac GTO steering wheel here also. All factory instrumentation. We've got your oil pressure gauge, 120 mile an hour speedo, and you've got the tack over there also. Factory heater controls in the dash, and you have a factory AM FM radio also all mounted in the dash. Now there are a few aftermarket gauges in there, and those are gauges like oil pressure, water temperature, and a voltmeter. Again, those things there, those are usual things that kind of quit working on them, and people will put the additional aftermarket gauges. Plus they're a little more accurate too. So again, carpeting's in real nice shape. Headliners tucked up in nice and tight on the car as well. retractable seat belts up front, and I don't see any in the back, but again, you've got everything up front here that you need to be safe and sound in the car. GTO emblems throughout the interior also. We'll go ahead and close this up. Closes nice and solid, again nice and tight too. Again, the wheelet moldings back here, those Pontiac rally wheels, BF Goodrich rubber, and you've got the GTO emblems back here on the rear quarter panel as well. We'll go ahead and come around the back side now. Alright, now we're here around the back side of our GTO here, 67 again. Got the tail lights here that symbolize that. Again, the tail light, the bezel, the trim around them, the lenses, all the way around are in pretty good shape there. Again, this is a little bit of an older car, a little bit of an older, restoration there to some extent. So you will see a few things. The taillight lenses on this one, I see just in one, maybe two, you've got just a small little tiny crack in there. But again, there's no chips or anything missing out of it. For the most part, everything's in all good condition. The rear bumper, big rear bumper, all chrome, and it's in pretty nice shape as well. We'll go ahead and open the trunk. Before we do, I just want to check out the gaps here. So you can see the gaps the whole way up around the trunk there. Pretty uniform the whole way up the side there, down this side, and across the top there. Elevation is real good too, so they've got that trunk adjusted pretty well on the car. We'll go ahead and open this up. Inside here, you're all painted up the same as the exterior of the car, that burgundy paint. You've got the original stickers up here too for your jack usage and the storage. You'll notice also inside the trunk, we've got mounted on a Pontiac rally wheel a spare tire here. Now it's not a matching tire to the rest, but it's a matching wheel there for you. Got a nice trunk mat in here, and the trunk sprayed black and aqua paint. The trunk spatter paint just like it should be. The weather stripping around the whole entire trunk lid as well, all in good shape. No chunks or tears or rips out of that. So again, sealing up from the elements should not be an issue with this car. That's all in good condition. So we'll go ahead and shut this. And then the only other thing we can say is the bright work here around the tail panel and around that trunk lid, all in really good shape on this car. Polished up real well there, and then you've got the GTO emblem back here on the trunk lid. So with that, we'll go ahead and come around to the passenger side. All right, now we got our passenger side here. We're going to start at the back here. Again, everything the same as over on the other side there, so we'll just quickly go over this. The GTO emblem back here on the quarter panel in good shape. That bright wheel lip moldings, both front or rear and front, going backwards on this side. The 14-inch steel Pontiac rally wheels with trim rings and center caps. The PMD there. I forget what that stands for. Pontiac Motor Division, I think, is what it stands for. The BF Goodrich radial TA tires. The size on those is 215/70 R14s, just to give you an idea there. So we'll get up here. Again, you've got the trim the whole way around the window. That bright drip rail molding here also. Again, polished up pretty well in this car. We'll go ahead and open our door up. Again, the little rubber bump stops, both on the top and the bottom. Your weather stripping the whole way down and around the door in really good condition. No chunks or tears out of that. Door panel, no tears, no fraying, anything like that on this. It's all in good shape. Seat covers, again, already mentioned. There's no tears or any fraying or anything like that on those as well. Dash is in good condition. Carpeting looks really good on this side also. That's really about it. For the interior of the car, we'll go ahead and close this up. And again, door shuts with a nice thud, nice and tight. Door gaps, both back and the front. Very uniform on the door, and the elevations really good on this car. As we come forward now, front fender fitment, real nice, all aligned nicely here. Again, those bright wheel lip moldings, the rally wheels, the center caps, the trim rings, the BFG tires up front. We'll go ahead now, bring you up to the front. And finally now here at the front end of our GTO here, again, that iconic look up front on the 67. You got the lights stacked one over top of the other here up front. The headlight bezels themselves are in real good shape up here. The headlights themselves, the lenses, no cracks or chips. Those are the old style sealed beams there. Your marker lights up front here, those are in good shape too. So your lens covers, the bezels the whole way around though, those are in really good shape. You see your bright trim work here around the bottom edge of the grille. That's in excellent condition. The big chrome front bumper here, also excellent condition as well. No dents or anything like that, and it's polished up real nice. You've got your GTO hood here, the Pontiac insignia right on the nose, and again you got the scoop right in the center, very iconic of the 67 GTO. We'll go ahead and open that hood up, and before we do that, you can see the gaps the whole way around the trunk or the hood, very uniform. The fitment, the alignment, everything's real nice on the hood, so they did a good job fitting the hood up. We'll pop that now. And as we raise the hood up, we see that the underside's done black, as well as the firewall and your inner fenders and your core support here, all black there to help set things off here, as it should be under the hood of the Pontiac GTO. Now in here for a power plant, we do have a Pontiac 400 cubic inch motor. However, this is not the numbers matching motor for this car. This is a 1968 Pontiac 400 4-barrel car. It's got the chrome air cleaner and valve covers. That's a Pontiac top on the air cleaner. You've got an Edelbrock aluminum intake on that. We also have, looks to be a Holley single feed carburetor there, single feed 4-barrel. The heater lines are hooked up. Again, blocks all painted up the Pontiac blue. Heads are painted up the Pontiac blue as well. Got a factory style radiator in here also. Power steering, power brakes on this car also. Now I said this was the non-original motor and non-numbers match, but we do have the numbers match 400 Pontiac motor for this car, and it is included with the car if you decide to purchase this. That's really about all we can go over here on the underside here of the hood. We're going to go ahead now, we'll fire it up for you, let you see what it sounds like. But other than that, we've done our video, you've seen the pictures. If you have any more questions, anything at all, you can definitely feel free to give us a phone call, shoot us an email, contact us one way or the other. We'll be glad to help you out any way we can, and hopefully get you sitting in your dream car here, which is this 67 Pontiac GTO.